Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Kelly Reilly moves on from Yellowstone, revealing two huge new projects. Yellowstone star Kelly Reilly has revealed two new exciting projects she will be embarking on this year following the end of the Western drama series. Yellowstone star Kelly Reilly is moving on from the hit series with not one but two huge new projects. The actress is known for her incredible acting as the formidable Beth Dutton on the hit Paramount Plus series, which drew to a close last year. While fans already know Kelly will return as Beth alongside Cole Hauser's Rip Wheeler in their own as yet untitled Yellowstone spin-off series, the actress isn't limiting herself to just one project. Kelly is now set to star in a new show called Marsh, and a movie where she will appear alongside Samuel L. Jackson and Boyd Holbrook. In the upcoming flick, Samuel plays a disgraced former White House chef named Walter, who is tasked with preparing meals for death row inmates. In the process, he befriends Reed, who is on hunger strike, believing that he will be innocent of the crime he has been accused of. Walter later joins forces with Kelly's character Hannah as they work towards providing the prisoners with dignity and hope while tackling the politically motivated head of the facility. The movie, titled Last Meals, is currently in pre-production with no confirmed completion date just yet, but we can expect to hear more about it very soon. Meanwhile, the new Sky drama, Marsh, will see Kelly take on the role of Jackie Ellis, a former detective who has become a teacher. The synopsis reads, Marsh is a gripping crime thriller set in the fictional Welsh town of Morfahalan. As a once-in-a-generation storm begins to gather far out at sea, teacher Jackie Ellis discovers the body of her 8-year-old pupil, Sefin, seemingly drowned. The discovery sends shockwaves through the community, reviving the ghost of an unsolved cold case that rocked the town 3 years prior. The disappearance of Jackie's niece, Nessa, which cost her career. Sefin's death summons Jackie's former partner, Detective Eric Bull, back to Morfahalan to lead the investigation into a community he failed once before. Convinced the cases are linked, Jackie and Bull must reconcile and race to uncover long-buried secrets inside Morpha before the storm breaks and all the evidence is gone for good. Marsh has yet to start filming, so will not hit screens for a while. But there is plenty for Kelly to focus on after what some believe was an untimely end to Yellowstone. The Western drama drew to a close after the lead character John Dutton was killed off allegedly due to the real-life actor Kevin Costner's falling out with the show's creator Taylor Sheridan. Speaking to The Hollywood Reporter, Taylor explained, I've never had an issue with Kevin that he and I couldn't work out on the phone. Once lawyers get involved, then people don't get to talk to each other and start saying things that aren't true and attempt to shift blame based on how the press or public seem to be reacting. He continued, he took a lot of this on the chin, and I don't know that anyone deserves it. Horizon seems to be a great priority to him, and he wants to shift focus. I sure hope the movie is worth it, and that it's a good one. For years, Kelly Reilly has captivated audiences as the sharp-tongued, emotionally tormented Beth Dutton on Yellowstone, the cultural juggernaut that turned Montana's sweeping landscapes into the backdrop of TV's most explosive modern Western. But now, as the Dutton dynasty prepares to close its chapter, Reilly is stepping out from the shadows of the ranch and riding full speed into two daring new ventures that showcase her remarkable range as an actress and a woman not afraid to reinvent herself. Beth taught me how to fight, Reilly said with a thoughtful smile in a recent interview. But I'm ready to put the whiskey glass down and pick up something entirely different. With Yellowstone's final season wrapping up in 2025, fans have been wondering what's next for Reilly, who brought both elegance and ferocity to one of TV's most iconic female roles. The answer? Two bold, unexpected projects that promise to push her in directions even longtime fans haven't seen before. Project 1, The Hollow Season, a prestige psychological thriller. Reilly's first post-Yellowstone venture is a gripping psychological thriller titled The Hollow Season, a limited series set to premiere on HBO in early 2026. Reilly stars as Evelyn Drake, a celebrated botanist who returns to her quiet English village after decades away, only to find that the forest surrounding her childhood home holds secrets more terrifying than she remembers. Directed by The Night Managers' Susanna Bier and co-starring David Oyelowo and Ruth Wilson, The Hollow Season is already generating Emmy buzz. The script, penned by acclaimed screenwriter Alice Birch, Normal People, weaves together folk horror, family trauma, and a slow-burn mystery rooted in ancient myths and modern madness. What I love about Evelyn is that she's the complete opposite of Beth, Reilly said. She's quieter. She doesn't use fire to protect herself, she hides in the trees. It's a kind of survival we don't often see on screen. Shot on location in the remote countryside of Northumberland, The Hollow Season is drenched in atmosphere, misty mornings, strange symbols carved in bark, and a creeping sense that something isn't quite right. The trailer alone, which dropped last week, had fans buzzing, with its eerie music and flashes of Reilly's piercing gaze peering out from behind overgrown hedges. For Reilly, it's not just about scaring the audience. This is a story about grief and identity and the things we bury, in the ground and in ourselves, she said. It's the most personal work I've done in years. Project 2, Writers, an action epic with an unexpected twist. If The Hollow Season allows Reilly to explore psychological depth, Writers, her second major project, lets her stretch her muscles, literally. In this globe-trotting, female-led action film from director Gina Prince Bythewood, The Woman King, Reilly plays Cassandra Cass-Gray, a former Olympic equestrian turned covert operative for a secretive international agency. Think Jason Bourne on horseback, with a British accent and better fashion. I've never done anything like it, Reilly said, laughing. It's wild. I'm galloping across deserts, dangling off helicopters, and engaging in sword fights in Versailles. It's mad, and I love it. Writers, which is being produced by Netflix, pairs Reilly with co-stars Gugu Mbatha-Raw, Pedro Pascal, and Michelle Yeoh in a high-octane adventure that spans 5 continents. Cass-Gray is tasked with recovering a stolen artifact tied to an ancient prophecy, and she's doing it on horseback, blending her equestrian roots with espionage. Reilly trained for 5 months in stunt work, martial arts, and horseback riding at breakneck speeds. I've ridden horses all my life, but this was different, she said. It's not about grace, it's about power. There's a scene where I'm galloping bareback through a sandstorm, and I thought, Beth Dutton would be proud. But Riders is more than just popcorn thrills. At its heart is a story of sisterhood, legacy, and rediscovery. Cass is a woman who walked away from greatness, only to be pulled back into a world that tests her soul as much as her body. Director Gina Prince Bythewood called Reilly a revelation, noting, she brings this raw vulnerability that grounds even the wildest action scenes. She's not just believable, she's unforgettable. The film is slated for a summer 2026 release, and early test screenings are already generating comparisons to Mission Impossible and Mad Max: Fury Road, but with an emotional core all its own.